Alright guys, so I know that Code Vein 2 just came out now, and the game is installed, so the moment I am done with this video, I will be beginning my playthrough for Code Vein 2. But before we do that, I want to give out my personal thoughts about the game. Since it's been a long time since I've beaten the game, since I started playing the game back in 2019 and have beaten it recently last year. Just want to give my thought process on Code Vein here and what I'm hoping and what I'm hoping that they will introduce in Code Vein 2 that will improve the game flow and all that stuff. And from what I play in this game, let's see how many hours I put in this game. I think I must have put in like what, almost 60 hours now. I think. Let me check real quick. Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure I have like about 59.9 hours. So yeah, just about 60 hours. And right now, as you can see, I am currently in New Game Plus here. I did wanted to upload the good ending video for this playthrough, but since Code Vein 2 came out, I'm probably gonna just have to cut it out completely. I will definitely continue my New Game Plus playthrough and try to get the best ending possible, get all the achievements. But I will be focusing on Code Vein 2 entirely. So, but yeah, what I like about this game, well, it's probably one of the first, maybe the first Souls-like game that is in that has the anime aesthetics. I haven't really seen too many Souls-like games, but at the time when it came out, that had the Souls-like, the anime aesthetics. But now, recently, we're all getting more games like that. We got games like AI Limited, which is a game I still need to beat, and also it's a pretty decent game too. It can be a little bit hard, but it's pretty good though. That's one I played, and might have a few more that I can't really put my name on, but yeah, we've been getting more Souls like game with the anime aesthetics, so hopefully we get more of that. But yeah, so far though, I like I said, I like how the art style looks. The anime aesthetic kind of blends in with the environments here. And the gameplay wise, the gameplay is surprisingly pretty good actually. The gameplay has a lot of different abilities you can use, and of course you got this blood code here too, which completely changes your gameplay style, essentially. And to be honest, I haven't tried. I think I maybe tried like maybe 3 or 4 of them, and so far I like the warrior the most. Because you have the most health, the most stamina, you do the most damage, and like it's just a powerhouse class. I prefer to go in aggressive, but there are other classes too where you can focuses on like range. You can focus on like dexterity based weapons or even range attacks too, or magic too, or they call it gifts. But again, like I said, I haven't really gotten too in depth into like the different playstyle of all the blood codes, but I do like the fact that you got tons of blood codes here to try out and different builds to use, different weapons, especially here. Like right now, I got the great sword, but you got the halberd, you got the axe, the hammer, and then you got the rifles as well as your ranged weapons and the great swords. And as you can see here, once you start getting the good stuff, you can upgrade your weapons too here. As you can see, this one here, the fortification upgrade, essentially makes you do much more damage with the weapon, but it will also increase the weight. So keep that in mind. But honestly, I think it's worth it altogether because yeah, you get a little bit of extra weight, but that extra damage is going to help you quite a bit. And same goes with like the outfits here too. The outfits here, you can also upgrade them too. And it's kind of cool too because you got like different type of upgrades. So I think I think it does bleed damage. This one does lightning damage. And I forgot what this other one do, but the point is that you can absolutely, you can like go absolutely crazy when it comes to like the weapon builds and all that stuff. So yeah, see, as you can see, you get something that has like ice, lightning, all this cool stuff here, fire properties. And obviously too, with the blood codes too, you get like extra abilities too that you can assign here, or they call it gifts, but I'm just gonna call them abilities. And you can use them across all the classes too. Once you get the proficiency up right there, which just means you gotta just defeat the enemy essentially. I think you gotta defeat the enemy with the ability. attached to your skill tree or something, but that's my guess here. But once you get unlocked, you can put it across all the classes here. And also you get a whole bunch of passives too that will be across all the different blood codes too. So like I said, you can the class build, the gameplay depth when it comes to like the different abilities you can use, what kind of build you want to do. It's pretty, I would say it's pretty in-depth. Again, I haven't really gone too extreme into that, but I'm pretty sure there's other people out there, other YouTubers and streamers that probably have gone much more insane, you know, builds than what I got. Mine is just bare bones. But that's the thing I kind of like about this game is that you can make the game, you can play the game however you want. And the game is surprisingly does not really punish you as much as long as you know what you're doing. Like I said, this game can fuck you up real bad if you're not careful. Like right here, I am about to fight this angel looking thing. They are a pain in the ass, but since I got some pretty decent weapons, should be able to take her out. Let's see if I can sneak behind her. Probably not. And this is a nope, definitely not. Nope. Getting fucked up. Getting fucked up, baby. She's out of poise. The poise as fuck. So you see that little blue meter up there too? Once that blue meter starts flashing, the poise is broken, and that leaves an opportunity for you to backstab them. And backstabbing this game is really, really good. Like, it depends on what weapon you got, you can instantly almost one-shot everybody, pretty much instantly. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, let's see if I can. Oh, hello there, buddy. Hello there, buddy. Come here, buddy. Yeah, I think the sword I got here, the upgrade, I got a bleed effect. So if I get the hit amount of time, they will in fact start taking bleed damage or debuffs, whichever you got. Yeah, let's test out the halberd here. But yeah, like I said, you got the gameplay variety in terms of like the class build is pretty good. Have to say. It is a short game though, if you just speed run it, so keep that in mind. When you play this game, play the game, explore everything as much as you can. Explore everything. Don't skimp out on the exploration. Explore everything because it is an extremely short game. And I didn't realize that I was pretty close at the end of the game too when I stopped playing it back in 2019. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, the mechanics are pretty good. You got your basic, you know, got your basic block, the dodge, the weight system also taking place too. So if you're too heavy, you're gonna start doing the fat rolls, and obviously fat rolls in any Souls-like game is a big no-no. But yeah, let's say you also got this ability too. And the thing I like about this game too is when you parry enemies in this game, you get to use more abilities. Which you see right there, I'm gonna go off cam a little bit here. You see that right there? I got 10 out of 10. Some of this ability costs 5, 2, 6, or 5. But if you keep on parrying enemy or backstab enemies, depending on what kind of class you got, it could go up to like 100. So right now, my blood code for warrior, it can go up to max to 30. So. But some of this can go to like 44. Like, look at this. 44 anchors, 40, 60. God damn. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, some of this can go up to damn 60 anchors, which pretty much 66. 66 anchor, the max. Holy goddamn. So, yeah, like I said, the reason why they have that much anchors is because the range, when you're using range combat, it takes the anchor. So this makes perfect sense. So this is going to be more on range combat, as you can see there. The description says specialized range combat. So this one you want to have a class specifically built for using ranged gun. And I'll be honest, it'll probably be pretty fun if I specialize on it, because I do got a couple of guns here too that are pretty much maxed out too. See, max out, almost max out, different, you know, upgrades on these weapons as well. So if I switch to that blood code, I will be able to use this gun much more efficiently. But yeah, like I said, this game is a lot more deeper than it looks, and I think it's a good game. You know, I think it's a good game by itself. Visually, it looks pretty good too. Like I said before, it looks pretty good. You know, I do like the anime aesthetics too that they're going on here too. But yeah, I think that's about it. I want to talk about the good because there's a lot of problems I want to talk about this game. The gameplay is good, I would say. Visually, it looks good, appealing. The voice acting, at least for the Japanese side, is pretty good. I haven't played the game in English. We'll be playing Code Vein 2 in English, by the way, just to keep things a little bit interesting, a little bit more fresh, you know, rather than playing every single game in Japanese or Chinese. So we'll be playing Code Vein 2 in English because I'm very curious. But if it ends up being horrible, then we will switch it back to Japanese. See ya, bitch. Yeah, but yeah, I also forgot you can charge attack too in this game. Do a lot of damage potentially, but it does take a lot of stamina. But yeah, let's talk about the bads in this game. Enemy variety is pretty low in this game. Like, it doesn't matter like what type of new area you go to in this game, you are going to be fighting almost the same enemies. The only difference is that, you know, you're going to be finding stronger versions of them in the next area, but you're still going to be fighting the same enemies regardless. And also, biggest critique here, what you're looking at right now is this specific area here. The Cathedral of the Sacred Blood, whoever designed this map, I really hope you're not working on Code Vein 2 because you fucking suck. You suck. This is hands down the worst. This is the worst area to ever go through in the entire game in Code Vein. The other areas is fine, but this place is so damn confusing to navigate. So many different angles to go to, so many different areas to drop to, and then at least it does like a loop around. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Like, maybe this is part of why I stopped it here in my New Game Plus playthrough, because I really don't want to go to this bullshit again. Because I tried to go to this with my buddy, and we were playing this in co-op. We could not figure out where to go. Like, flat out, we just couldn't figure it out. And also a lot of fucking cheap shit too that they do, where they like to put enemies in corners, which is a staple in Souls-like game, but they take it above a notch by putting enemies on the top too, and they are programmed to freaking drop on you and do, like, you know, critical damage too if you're not careful. So like I said, there's a lot of cheap shit in this game, and also the damage scale too when you level up is weird, in my opinion. Like, I got all this health, right? I should be doing more damage, right? But there'll be times the enemies will smack me once and my health will be gone. Like that. By, like, some of the basic enemies you find in this game. So I don't know how the level scale works in this game. To me, I got a little bit Neo vibe, you know? You know, Team Ninja's Souls-like game, you know? Rise of the Ronin has that same problem too, where it doesn't matter how strong you are, they do, like, you know, crazy amount of damage and you die instantly. It seems like Code Vein sort of has a system like that. It could just be me being bad, or maybe my poise is broken too, some shit like that. But it's pretty bad to, like, you can get killed pretty fast in this game if you're not careful. Like sometimes to the point it feels pretty unfair too, because like I said, this game puts so, in certain areas, they put so many damn enemies, it's just overwhelming. And it gets ridiculous. And it is a pain in the ass to deal with. But since I'm playing the game New Game Plus, it is a much easier experience than doing it as a first playthrough. When you're doing it as a first playthrough, you are going to struggle. But the key is obviously, you know, to stay vigilant, stay aware in your environment. Fight enemies one at a time if you have to. If you have to, cheese it, exploit them. Because, like I said, these enemies are not gonna... Whoa! Wow. Okay, I think she's stunned. There we go. See, I did the backstab right there. Boom. Cool animation, by the way. Alright, since I did the execution right there, see? I got 12 now anchors I can use instead of 10 previously. So if you keep doing the anchors, if you keep doing the backstab, that will greatly increase it. Also, when you can also parry in this game too. By pressing the... I forgot what's the... I think it was left trigger. Let me see. I think it was left trigger. Yeah, left trigger. You can parry with left trigger, but the parry is a little bit whack. It doesn't really work 100% of the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe my timing suck, but you can parry. and that will also trigger a kill animation that will increase your anchor as well. So, gotta keep that in mind. But yeah, this game can absolutely fuck you up, and sometimes it's almost unfair because sometimes it's beyond your control, and you get swarmed by tons of enemies, and it gets real freaking messy at this point. But mainly, I don't like the navigation on some of the levels, especially Cathedral of the Sacred Blood. But once you get to the last stage of that once you get to the last stage, that place is also a pain in the ass to freaking navigate to. Because you got so many areas that loops around, but then it leads to nowhere, or at least, you know, or it loops around to where you last started off, and it's just ridiculous, you know. It's just, you know, it's not fun at that way. Ow, wow, okay. You can beat that. Get out of here, son. But yeah, that's probably what my biggest complaint is the map layout. The navigation is not great. There's no kind of clear direction where you need to go. You see what I mean right here? You see what I mean right here? This place is also sadistic too, because the game wants you to drop down to certain areas and then leads you to another area. You in your head, you're thinking, oh, this might lead to another place, and then you drop down. Look at that, fall to your death, just like that, no warning. Like I said, whoever designed this is a sadistic motherfucker, and I hope he or she is not working on goddamn Code Vein 2, because my goodness, dude. And some of the bosses in this game too are kind of fucked too. Like, I think the fight for, let's see, I think the hardest fight I ever had was you fight the flamethrower guy and the ice chick, you know, at the near the end of the game. I forgot the names, but that is a fucking pain in the ass to do, because most of the time your AI companion will die. And that's another thing I forgot to mention about the AI partner system. It's a pro and it is a con, by the way. So I'm going to talk about what I like about it and what I don't like about it. The good thing is that for the most part, they are somewhat competent, depending on what kind of companion you got. They pretty much do the job pretty good. They also can give you a whole bunch of gifts and boosts and buffs as well when you're fighting against enemies, and especially the bosses. And like I said, for the most part, they do hold up on their own. But most of the time, sometimes they just die right off the bat. Despite how strong they are, they'll get one tap by a boss, and that's pretty much it. Or the most annoying thing is they don't fucking heal you. You know how the companions that give you health when you get down? Most of the time they don't do that, and you just end up dying. You gotta do the whole boss fight again, or you gotta run back and forth again. It's very irritating. Like the AI partner system, like I said, I like it, but I hate it too, because there's a 50-50 chance to be very reliable, or the other side they'll be absolutely stupid and not do the goddamn jobs. But let's see, what other bad thing? Yeah, like I said, some of the boss fights in this game are absolutely bullshit too. Some of the enemy placement are also fucked too. Wow, I didn't even get to do nothing right there. But yeah, there are certain areas where the game absolutely cock you, essentially, and you just have no chance to, like, you know, come back at all. Or they like to put enemies, and you gotta, like, worry about not getting knocked out, right? And when they do an attack, you get knocked out. Guess what? You're fucking dead. And that happened to me multiple times, and that is because the game was being an absolute piece of shit. Come here, buddy. Get out of here. See, right now it's kind of a breeze because it's a somewhat low-level area. Enemies are not too strong. You know, it is New Game Plus, so they're all going to do a little bit extra more damage, but I'm still not struggling, you know. But yeah, like I said, some of the enemy scale in this game is ridiculous too. You go to like one area, then next thing you get like 1 or 2 tapped by certain enemies. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to withstand that? And you have like some of the best shit too. Best gear that you have to offer. Get out of here. Huh? He didn't get knocked out? Get out of here, game. That's some bullshit. Yeah, another thing too is enemies don't hardly get staggered, but when you get hit, you get staggered like absolute crazy. And even when I get the damn great sword equipped, it still doesn't do the damn job still. So, like I said, this game it's a lot of mixed bag, you know. Like the combat, it works for the most part, but sometimes it just doesn't. See, this lady's gonna be a pain in the ass, so I'll probably have to switch to the greatsword for this one. And for the most part, too, in my opinion, I think most of the gifts, most of the abilities that you get in this game are kind of useless. The best one you're gonna get is this one right here. This is the shield. That one's gonna definitely, absolutely gonna be maybe essential because pretty much it's like the Dark Soul or Elder Ring bubble shield. You get hit once, it's gone, but you take like little to no damage. You know, it's extremely useful, especially against boss fights, and you can use it as long as you got enough, you know, points. You know. But yeah, most of the abilities in the game are not really that great. Wow, shit, you're stupid, aren't you? Okay, she's stunned. Okay, now she's stunned. She's stunned. Okay, couldn't do the backstab, but she was fucked anyways. Mia here did the parry attack on her. See, sometimes they do the jobs, but most of the time they don't. They just let you die most of the time. I was like, come on, guys. Like, I'm trying to play the goddamn game, and the game is like, nope, today. Get out of here. See ya. Off we go. You're not a drop down point here. See, this place is fuck. Because there's so many damn different spawn there. And also the story, I think the story is okay. It's serviceable, but it's nothing groundbreaking. It's not a masterpiece. I kind of wish a little bit more background story with like the revenants and all that stuff. Apparently this game is kind of connected too to God Eater, which I have not played at all. I don't know nothing about God Eater, but this game is connected to God Eater, and I think that's a cool thing. But again, this game the story doesn't really hit as much for me. Is because I don't know too much about the God Eater series, but maybe it is good. Maybe I'll play it someday. But yeah, the story seems to be okay. It's straightforward, you know, standard good Resident Evil, nothing groundbreaking. The multiple endings, pain in the ass to get because you have to play the game, literally start a new game to get those endings. Like what I'm doing right now, I am trying to get the best ending, which means you have to find all the blood vessels for the bosses, certain bosses that you fight in the game, which I didn't know at the time. For this area specifically, I had to fight like a big fox lady. I saved her because I got all the stuff for her. But for Mia's brother, Nicola, I didn't have everything for him, and I ended up turning him into stone. So I didn't know at the time, but I already knew my save was I cooked already because I didn't have his blood code. Because you need to have his blood code to confirm he's pretty much alive, but he wasn't. Same goes to freaking Eve too. You know, I didn't find all the blood stuff. I think I did, but I didn't. I think I did find them all, but I didn't, you know, go to her memories. I think that's the problem I had. I didn't go to all of her memories, and I end up, you know, chalking up the whole, you know, ending for that too. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, but you know, I don't mind it because, like I said, I kind of know the layout. Besides this stupid ass place, I kind of know the layout, some of the enemies' attack patterns, you know. So it should be somewhat of a breeze, but it's not gonna be a walk in the park either. No, that's just how the way it is. And also, this is going to be a big spag. The music, I think, is pretty good, but the music kind of, you know, there's really not much variety when it comes to the music. When it comes to the music, it will be playing the same music, the same battle music that starts up. The only thing that will be unique is the music for fighting the bosses, but even then, there are certain bosses where they just reuse the same soundtrack, which, don't get me wrong, I do like the soundtrack for this game. It is really good. But it could spice up a little bit with some variety, you know, some different, battle music theme, or because right now, right now is freaking quiet, extremely quiet. Not the atmosphere is kind of a little bit dull. So hopefully, COVID 2 will fix that. It's considering now the game is open world. Hopefully, it has some sort of music, you know, when you're riding along. That's just my opinion, But yeah, I can't really say too much bad things about this game. I say it's a pretty decent game. Like I said, the game looks great. It plays good. Decent music. Visually, it looks great too for an old game back in 2019. It looks pretty good. So it holds up on its own. But the only complaint I have is the enemies, the level scale, the scaling issue. I think either I suck, my poisons fuck, or there are just certain enemies that just have more health and more attack power than usual, you know. AI companions definitely need to improve in part 2 for sure. I really hope they made the AI companion a lot more useful in 2, because like I say, it's 50-50. Sometimes they're very useful, sometimes they're not. Some more music variety would be nice too. Some atmosphere with the game's environment too would be nice too. Because like I said, right now it's quiet, quiet, really dull. Okay, let's see. We got any more bullshit here? Looks like just one. Oh, shit. Stop. Break your pores. And she's gone. Yeah, get your ass out of here. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say, guys, about Code Vein. Unfortunately, I couldn't do the good ending stuff on time. It is what it is. I'll probably get it in my spare time. You want to see the good ending? Look it up on YouTube. I'll probably be going that in my spare time. But more likely, I probably won't have time to do that since I'll be focusing on Code Vein 2. Hopefully the game is good. I haven't played the game yet, so I'm hoping the gameplay itself is good. Hopefully it runs good too, because it is running on, you guess it, Unreal Engine 5, and we know lately all the UE5 games have been running like absolute goddamn ass. So hopefully Code Vein 2 runs okay. But yeah, I don't really got nothing bad to say. I'll say the game is pretty good. Some of the boss fights are memorable. Some of the bosses are really annoying to deal with. But yeah, I think they can expand on this game a lot more with part 2. Hopefully more combat variety, different combos they can use. Hopefully the new companions are useful as well. And hopefully the game is just good, you know. I'm really hoping I'm really rooting for this game to be good. Hopefully it's good. If not, then we'll probably end up not doing a full playthrough on the game. But more likely, I think I might like Code Vein 2. Again, never played it yet, so we just have to see, guys. But on that, guys, I'm gonna give Code Vein a solid. I'll give it a solid 8. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's a pretty, decent Souls game. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's good. I'll say it's pretty good. I definitely recommend checking it out when the game is on sale. Also, by the way, FYI, do not buy the DLC, the Season Pass. Avoid the Season Pass because the Season Pass adds literally nothing into the main story game. And plus, it is catering towards, people who has gone to New Game Plus. So you have to go to New Game Plus to play those DLC. And I learned that the hard way when I try to fight the bosses. I was doing jack shit. I was literally doing no damage. I was wondering why I'm not doing no damage. I look it up. Oh, it's meant for New Game Plus. You should have put that as a disclaimer when you release the goddamn DLC, Bandai Namco. So now I spent extra money on the freaking content that I'm probably not going to play fully because it's catering towards New Game Plus players. And let me tell you, I ain't going to go to New Game Plus 4 because I think that's the max you can go. Well, I think max is like 10, but the least you can go is like 4. New Game Plus 4. I was like, I ain't going to play the damn game, fucking New Game Plus like 4 more times. Hell fuck no, dude. I don't got time for that shit. But yeah. Also, another note I want to point is a little bit unfortunate that it got rid of the co-op system in Code Vein 2, so the game is strictly a single-player game. So hopefully they revamp the gameplay a lot better, in the second game, since you don't have to worry about relying on a co-op partner. Even though I would very much like to have a co-op system in the game. I think it would have been fucking awesome, exploring the whole, well, it's probably gonna be like Elden Ring, like you go to like a certain stage, right? You can like summon, right? And you get like, they should have kept the co-op system in my opinion. I don't know why they got rid of it. But yeah, I'm gonna end here for now, guys. I've been ranting up for far too long. Solid 8 out of 10. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to the potential full playthrough of Code Vein 2. Hopefully the game is good. I will be doing my playthrough once I finish recording this video. But on that, guys, stay tuned for the playthrough for Code Vein 2. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. I know I am. And also leave in the comments down below what you guys personally think about Code Vein. Have you guys played it? And if you guys played it, what you guys think about it. You guys hate it? You guys love it? Leave it in the comments down below. I'm very, very curious about what you guys, think about Cold Vein. When you guys, when you guys played it and being it potentially. Me personally, I like it. It's probably be a game maybe in the far future I'll probably come back and play maybe, but other than that though, uh, it's good, but just don't buy the DLCs. Don't buy the season pass. It's pointless. Play the game, have fun with it. Go crazy with all the different blow codes you got here, guys. Go crazy, okay? Experiment, see which one works for you, what doesn't work for you, and stick to it. That's all I gotta say. Have fun. Just go crazy. Don't let other people judge you either. Go crazy with all this different class builds here, and go crazy. Hopefully part 2 will have that. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna end it here for now. This will be a conclusion to the playthrough of Cold Vein 1. So without further ado, guys, until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.